Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to this channel, sharing, liking and commenting on my videos. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that every time I get to upload any new content, you will become the first one to get notified. So on today's video, I'm doing a sit down. I'm not used to just sit here and talk on the camera. I'm used to shoot my content when I'm cooking, I'm doing stuffs, but not sit down videos. And today I thought, why don't I sit down and do a video and motivate someone who's out there? Because also me, there is a time I needed someone to motivate me when I was really down. So I just want to motivate someone. Let me use that word. I just want to motivate someone who is out there. So on today's video, I want to share a part of my life story, and my story begins when I got married. So I'm this girl, I'm out there, and I meet my husband. We start living together. He has introduced me to his family. I've introduced him to our family. So now we have started living together. Yeah, we didn't do a church wedding, so we just introduced each other to the family, to our parents. It was sort of like a traditional thing. So we started living together. We were living in an urban center in Kayole, Naivasha. So that's where we started our life, in a bed sitter. So we are in this bed sitter. Me and my husband, at that time he was jobless. I'm also jobless. Yeah. What my husband was doing that time, and he's still doing up to this time, he installs gabros, tiles, CCTVs. So if you have any job, check out my number. I will connect you with him on the WhatsApp or email me. So he does that kind of work. So that time his work was very down. There was no work. There was literally no work. So we were just in the house. We had a lot of free time. We had a lot of time to know each other, because he went like for work, I think for like a month. Yeah. And before we got married, he had gotten a contract. So we used that money to settle down. We bought a bed, a meko, a bed, a meko, sufurias, plates. Now we started life. So we have just started life. You see, he's jobless. Life was so hard. Then I got pregnant. Life was so hard. I remember, like, even clothes to go and give birth, we bought the last month, and we didn't buy from our own money. We took money from Mshwari. We bought baby clothes, and now I was ready to go and give birth. But remember, we still have a debt. So approaching my 9 months of pregnancy, my husband got a contract, and we decided, why don't we move to a 1-bedroom? Because when I was going to give birth, my sister-in-law was to come and take care of me and the child before I get better. So you can imagine, in a bed sitter, how will you host someone? So we had to move to a 1-bedroom. We looked for a 1-bedroom. We used to pay 5,000. It was good. It had water. The owner was paying electricity, so we were paying 5,000. It was comfortable. Literally, I can say it was comfortable at that time. So we stayed there. I gave birth on November. We stayed there on December. We stayed on November. We went to that 1-bedroom house when I was remaining like a week. So we stayed there on November and December. On January, things became unbearable. My husband, mom passed away. My mother-in-law passed away. Life became hard because sometimes we used to get support from her, from my mom, food. Now we had to struggle with the rent. So life became very hard. Now we are on our own. Me, I don't want to stress my mama. I'm thinking this has become too much. So me and my husband and some of our family members, we decided we will go back to the village. Now the village where we are right now. And when we are coming back to the village, we have not built any house. We haven't. We are coming back to a cube that was built when my husband was going through his rite of passage. Now that is where we are coming back, in that cube. It was small. It used only to fit a bed, and only a place where you can put your legs when you're seated on the bed, and now a table where we are used to put my mekos, my tosufurias, where now I used to cook. So life was hard. We stayed in that cube. It was a matope cube. We stayed in that cube for a year and 6 months. It was tough. If there is a time I've ever experienced the toughest moment in my life, was that time, because life was tough. Like, I can remember there is a time I had a loan of 10 bob in a kiosk that is just around here, our home, and for sure I was unable to pay that 10 bob for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, you can imagine 10 bob. I was unable to pay 10 bob for 3 weeks. Sometimes we just sit here and my husband will remember those flashbacks, and for sure I always thank God, and I always say I'm blessed beyond everything that I can imagine. Me, I know I'm blessed, because right now I don't have anybody who I have his money or her money. My family is comfortable because in that cube, remember, you have a little child, and you know little children, how they love, and he's crawling. He wants to move from one place to another. There is no space. It is just a bed and a table. So sometimes he used to take sufurias. He wanted to throw them on the where we had kept our bed. There was a little space, so he wanted to throw the sufurias, the plates down there. And the worst thing about this matope house, it had cracks. Like me, I could sleep on the bed, and if I want to watch anybody who is passing on the road, for sure I can. In my house, I can see anybody who is passing on the road. Yeah. If I hear someone talking on the road and I just want to know who is that talking, I would know in that house, because it had holes. So I can peep on the hole and see, that is so and so talking, that is so and so passing. Like when I was bored, that was my spot. I used to just sleep on the bed and look on that hole, and I just see the road, anybody who is passing. I think it was like a point, it was like a view to me. Right now I can laugh because it passed. So we stayed in that time. Life was hard. No contracts, no jobs. Now we have come to the COVID time. No contract, no jobs, nothing. We are just at home. The only option we had, it is to go to vibaruas. For those who don't know, vibaruas is you go, you do work to someone's home, and then he pays you. So me and my husband, we could go and on someone's farm, we dig up to lunchtime from 8 a.m. up to 1 p.m. and we are paid 200. So him is paid 200, me 200. We go and buy flour, yeah, and life moves on. So that time life was hard. Me, like, I only had 2 clothes to go somewhere. I had a dress and 1 trouser, and that trouser, it had like a belt, and the belt was eaten by rats because that house had holes. So you can't control rats, and it was becoming weak because we could mix mud and try to fix the holes, but like 2 to 3 days, then the mud falls and there are still holes. So the wall was very weak. Like when we I'm saying it was weak because when we built this Mabati house and we were moving now from that matope house to this Mabati house, when we pulled the bed, that mud fell. That's why I'm saying the wall was weak. It fell. So it's like the bed was holding that wall. So we stayed there. We went for vibaruas, but there is no single day me and my husband we left each other. I got mad at him, he got mad at me. We were just pushing life, and our love life was not affected in any way. So here now, I was even thinking now I can go and be employed in a flower farm, because life was becoming so tough, and my husband has no job. So I was thinking maybe I should go and be employed, and instead of going to be working on people's farm, I can go and get employed. So my husband told me no. And let me tell you, God's time is always the best, because in a period of like 3 months, we bought materials and we were building this house. And in this house, our foundation, we have done the foundation like we are building a stone house. So my husband got a contract. When he got a contract, we bought 2 rollies of stones and 1 rollie of sand and cements. We started the foundation. So we did the foundation like we want to build a stone house. So we did the foundation. The foundation was done. He was expecting another contract in Nyeri, but you know, things happen. They were not given the contract. So because even taking these contracts, there is a time that you need to give out some money so that you can get that contract. So he had, that time we were down, so he had no money, so we had no money to give out so that we can get a contract. So that's how the contract went. So my husband is here. We have done the foundation, and now we are thinking, because we were speculating when that contract in Nyeri, when he will be given that contract of Gabros in Nyeri, we will finish the house. Even if we will not do finishing, at least we will even enter in that house when we have not done finishing. So life begins. They are not given contracts. This little money that he has, we thought we should buy mabatis and finish the house with mabati, because our child is growing and this house is becoming too small. He doesn't even have anywhere to walk, because 2 steps you are out. I'm going to insert a picture of that house maybe here, and for sure you will see what I'm saying. It was small. So we are here. He was not given the contract, so we decided we are building a mabati house. We buy some mabatis, the money is over. We continue with our lives. Then my husband get a subcontract. A subcontract is where you are given a contract by someone else. Someone who doesn't know that work has taken that contract, then he gives you because you know the work. So he's given a subcontract. And when he's given a subcontract, we finish this house. Yeah. With the mabati. And we put cardboards because here sometimes it gets very cold. So in this house, we have not done any other finishing apart from cementing the floors and the cardboards. We have not put any ceiling. We built this house with cheap materials. I'll be showing you. We build with balls. If you don't know balls, you can go to the timber yard and ask balls. You'll be shown. We built this house with balls. There is no single timber that we have used in this house. So my point was this. Today I want to tell someone who's out there. Sometimes life gets so hard. Sometimes life can become unbearable. You feel like, oh my God, this is too much. Like you can't move on. You feel I'm stuck. That's what I used to feel some past years ago. And I'm here to tell you, it is just a matter of time. Push, continue working hard, continue praying to God, because God will always come at his right time. No matter how many years it may take, no matter what time it will take, for sure God will never forsaken you. Like in this picture that I'm going to put here, I stayed in that house for a year and 6 months. And life was hard. It was not easy. You see, that house is very small. You can't welcome anybody in your house. Where will he enter? It's only a bed and a table. You don't even have a seat. Where will he come and sit? So if that time you would come to my home, I would give you a plastic chair out there. You sit there, I cook for you tea, I serve you out there, because I didn't have that space. And I went through that. And what I say is that challenges make us strong. They make us who we are. There are people who go through challenges and they come out better. There are those who go through challenges, they become hardened by the challenges. So it's upon you to choose. I'm going through this challenge. What do I want this challenge to make me? Will it make me a better person? Will it make me a better person? Will it help me to help someone who is out there? It is up to you to choose. Also, another thing that I would love to tell someone who is out there, in this life can never be smooth. Life can never be smooth. Just look at the features that God made. It will literally tell you that life can never be smooth. When God was building the earth, he built mountains, he built hills, he built flat places, the same way our lives are. They can never be flat. They can never be smooth. It has to have hills, mountains, tall mountains, short mountains, long roads, smooth roads, a place that is full of hills. That's how our lives are. So in this life that you are living, just know challenges will always be there. Challenges are part and parcel of our life. I feel like I've talked so much in this video. I even wanted to do a cost breakdown of the house. I can see the videos has gone too much. So on the next video, I will be showing, I'm going to do a detailed cost breakdown of our house up to what it is right now, because we are not yet done. We still need to put ceiling. I've not yet settled on whether I should paint or do wallpapers, but once I'm settled, I'm going to I'll be taking you through all that because you need to see. I need to show someone out there that this is what life entails. Right, like right now, I'm living in this house. Yes, it is not over. We are not done doing finishing, but for sure that thing has never stressed me out. If there is something that has never stressed me out is doing finishing in this house. I'll just do it slowly by slowly. As long as me and my family, we are comfortable. We are comfortable. Like right now, even my child can come here, can pray, can ride his car here in the house. Yeah. Even if someone tells me I'm visiting you today, I have an extra room where he can sleep. Yeah. It makes me feel so excited. We are healthy, because even being healthy, there is no gift that can pass that, because there are so many people who are in bed right now. They are going through a lot, so we just need to appreciate what we have and to work more hard to get what we don't have, because I can't say that for sure I'm satisfied with where I am, but I'm comfortable. That is all I can say. I'm comfortable. I'm loving the progress, because moving from that life to here, for me, it is a miracle. It is a miracle. And also, I want to tell you, I don't know how to put it, but there is someone who is watching this video and is like, that is too small. To you, it might seem so small. And there is also someone who is watching this video and is telling God, God, I pray for such a house. So our dreams are very different. Our prayers are very different. Our expectations are very different. For me, I just wish everyone can learn to appreciate other people's blessings, because for me this is a blessing, because right now I'm very comfortable. I'm not paying rent. Yeah, that's what make me comfortable, because when I was in the urban center, on every date 5, you know for sure today I have to pay rent. Like right now I'm comfortable. Even if I've not done finishing, I'm very comfortable in this house. So I've talked too much. I think I should end this video here. So if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing my video, and also commenting. Tell me what you're proud of, what God has blessed you. Tell me from which level have you come from, because you have come from very different levels. And also, I pray for everyone who is out there. May God answer your prayer. May God heal your heart. So I'm going to show you. I didn't show you when I was doing the house tour. Like you can see on my background, these are cardboards we just kept on the side, because here it gets cold. Sometimes it gets very cold. Like right now it is very hot. And there are seasons that will come, it is very cold, so we had to put these cardboards. But I'm going to show you on the roof. Up there we don't have any cardboards. We have not kept any ceiling, but we will do it slowly by slowly, because everything takes a step. So let me show you. So you can see up here, we don't have any ceiling. Those are what we call balls. These are cypress balls that we used to build this house. We didn't use any timber. Even here on the side, we just used those balls because we had no money and balls were much cheaper. And also the fundi that built this house, he knows how to use those balls to build, because if someone doesn't know how to use these balls, for sure it's going to mess with your house. It is going to be not to be straight where it needs to be straight. Yeah, so we have come to the end of the video. Let's meet on the next video. Subscribe, like, share and comment.